All right, guys, how's it going? Listen, before I get into this video, I just want to let you know I'll be live on here at 6 o'clock UK time tonight. All right, so if you want to come along and have a natter about all things LFC or anything else that takes your fancy, you don't care, the World Cup's on, innit? You know what I mean? Talk about what you want. 6 o'clock. All right, so in this video, we're going to talk about Diomande. Now, I spoke about him in the morning briefing today, so I don't really want to, duplicate it too much, but I do think that the video deserves, or should I say the topic deserves a video of its own, or addressing it in a separate video. So we have a feature on here called the Mail Stand, and the Mail Stand is where I read out emails, but they could be from people I've known for decades or just from random strangers. And I always say, look, just take it with a pinch of salt. I generally don't take much attention to them. Sometimes some stand out more than others. In fairness, I think the majority of things that have come in those Mail Stand things have been accurate. But people could say that about ITKs as well with their claims. So sometimes it's very easy to predict what's going on or what might happen, right? So one came in, I don't even know when it was, a week ago, 10 days, I can't remember, along the lines of Diomande deal is done. But in that video, I can't remember what I said, but I know I will have said it, that done, or done deal, when people use that term, might vary somewhat from what you think and they think and what I think, right? So a deal is done to me, or done deal, to me is irreversible, like it's legally binding. It's like the contract signed, the medicals passed, the terms done, the fees done, everything, basically. So when people say it's done, you've always got to say, do they mean the fee? Do they mean the structure of the deal? Do they mean, are they basing it on personal terms being agreed, or it's nearly done? I've been told it's going through. People go, it's done, you know what I mean? But for me, if I ever say to you, I think a deal is done, I guarantee you, I think it's like absolutely solid, set in stone kind of thing. So, since that video, the news came out that Diomande actually has chosen PSG as his next destination if he leaves RB Leipzig. Now, a few things don't add up for me, right? So, one, Liverpool would never in a million years have bid for him if he wasn't up for coming to Liverpool, right? Never. End of. Might as well stop the video there, because it just wouldn't happen, right? You don't put a lot of work into trying to make a deal happen. Unless the player wants to come to you. Why would you agree personal terms if they're like, yeah, I've agreed personal terms, but to be honest, I'm not really bothered in coming. It doesn't make sense. So there's a lot doesn't add up to me with it, right? So as far as I'm concerned, the fact that Liverpool made a bid at that point, they must have been extremely confident that had that bid been accepted, that the player was up for moving to us. They wouldn't have just done it randomly, guys, right? So, because this came out saying in our favours PSG, obviously we get a couple of numpties in the comments section saying, this video is, weren't me claiming it. I said to you, and as I do in all the Mail Stand videos, you've got to make your own decisions as to whether you believe these people or not, and deal done to me means whatever, so be cautious, right? However, these people seem to take great, they don't want to believe, like, say, an email like that which someone sends, which, listen, I don't know the author of that email, so I can't tell you whether it's someone I would believe or not, right? But they're quick to dismiss people, and equally as quick to now believe he's gone to PSG. Well, he hasn't. The deal to PSG is not done either. I've seen a video of him talking today, which was obviously translated, and he said, well, I don't know what's going on. To be honest, I don't want to know. I ain't got internet. I've got no Instagram. I'm focusing on the World Cup. I don't even want to talk to my agent about it. So, okay, deal to Liverpool isn't done. I never said it was. I would have dismissed it, outright. If you'd have said to me, no, it's done, I'd have gone, I don't think so. But to PSG also, I don't believe it's done either, right? So therefore, it's still open. So I'm not encouraging you to believe that this might happen at Liverpool, because I have no idea. I don't actually give a fuck, to be honest with you. But until it is done with PSG irreversible, then it still leaves things in play, because we had all this bullshit last year of the Isak situation where you would get people coming into the comments, I've read this and I've read that and he's not coming to Liverpool, and it's like, all right, well, let's just see what happens. So for me, my personal opinion is Liverpool wouldn't have bid for him if they thought he wanted to come to us, and the deal is anything could happen. Now, Ornstein was behind this, right? David Ornstein, as you know, very, very close to Liverpool Football Club. And as is Paul Joyce. Ornstein, I would say, is more more FSG than say, the people that run the club on a day-to-day basis, although that does include FSG personnel. However, whenever Ornstein or Joyce publishes something, what do I always say to you? Why am I reading it? Who does it benefit, right? So, I'm not saying that Ornstein has made this up or anything like that, but it's just interesting that Ornstein, who is very close to Liverpool Football Club, has come out with this piece. Now, Ornstein has no reason to be absolutely loyal to Liverpool or anything. Liverpool had previously expressed a willingness to put forward a package approaching €100 million, £86.8 million. Does it say anything else about Liverpool? Should he leave, therefore he doesn't know if he's going to leave or not, he will likely become Leipzig's biggest sale, blah, blah, blah. He's one of the most coveted talents on the planet, right? Okay. Is there anything in here to do with Liverpool, like what they might do? Let's keep scrolling. I don't think so, right? So, it's interesting that it's come from Ornstein, right? Because this is a journalist we would usually pay attention to. But don't forget, Ornstein also told you that FSG was steadfast behind Arne Slot, and he didn't think he was going to be replaced, etc. The rest of the journalists, the clicky journalists, the ones that you would definitely not pay attention to, they're all putting articles out saying, oh, it's so sad that Diomande has agreed to go to PSG. But all they're doing is amplifying this, really. All right? They're just going with, oh, well, Ornstein said it, so it must be true. Do you know what I think, guys? I think the case is still very wide open. I do. It might be the case that the lad wants to go to PSG now. Maybe when Liverpool bid for him, he indicated that he would be up for the move to Liverpool. There's no way they bid unless that's the case, in my opinion. All right, so, but guess what happens in the real world, in the adult world, and in the football world? Sometimes things change, all right? So, what am I saying to you? What is the reason for the video? What is the reason for this video? Is this video to defend the person that sent that email saying Diomande to Liverpool was done? No, I can't even remember what was said in that email, but I know that the basis was it was done. No, I couldn't give a fuck. Don't know that person from Adam, right? Maybe I should dig up the email, and maybe it is someone that is loyal to Cop Talk somewhere. Maybe they were told something in good faith, and maybe something has changed. That's not why I'm making the video, though. What I'm making the video, though, about is, okay, it's not done with Liverpool, but it's not done with PSG either. So what we're seeing is things being played out in the media, right? This, for all we know, could be leverage on Liverpool, right? The only thing that maybe might not mean it's that is the fact that it's Ornstein, because if it was Ornstein, you'd think, well, he's going to be helping Liverpool. So, the reality is, nobody knows what the fuck's going on, all right? Nobody. I still think that this is out there for a reason. It could be his agent, speaking to Ornstein, saying, maybe he's gone to Ornstein because he knows he's the Liverpool man. Oh, if he puts it out, right? So, it's still very much open, I think, guys. But I'm not saying that to, get your hopes up that he may come to Liverpool, because I have no idea what he will do. But I don't think that, just because this article says he chooses to go to PSG doesn't necessarily mean he will, or that it's all done. Until something is signed, sealed and delivered, it's very much open. And you've only got to look at the Isak situation last year. There were so many conflicting reports, literally every hour, right? I read an article earlier today. I don't think it's still on my screen, unfortunately. I read an article earlier today saying Liverpool haven't given up. Right? So there's a lot of money involved and a lot of bullshit involved, right? So, what will be, will be. Who gives a fuck? I couldn't give it. Do you know what, guys? I hope you believe my long-term people will know that I'm being totally generous. I couldn't give a flying fuck whether he comes to us or not. Listen, let's sign good players and all that, right? But if he don't want to come, if he genuinely doesn't want to come and he wants to go to PSG and play in a Farmers League, fuck off there then. You know, Liverpool Football Club has missed out on many transfers over the years and still continued. All right? It's not a big deal for me. Just like Isak wouldn't have been a big deal for me last summer. It never, ever bothers me when we maybe miss out on a deal or something. For all we know, Liverpool could have gone, put the bid in, right? Oh yeah, the lad wants to come to us. We've bid for him, right? Gets rejected and they said, look, we're not fucking around. This is what you've had to pay. Liverpool turn around and go, we ain't fucking paying that. Right, so get him told, no, we're ending our interest, right? So he then suddenly turns around and is good, you know, come out with this, well, you definitely want to go to PSG. If Liverpool could agree a fee with Leipzig, what do you think would happen? It's a game, guys. And I don't understand why people lose their shit in it. Over it, should I say. I don't get it, to be honest with you. So, you know, something's happened, but something still seems off to me. That's all I'm going to say. Do I think he's going to go to PSG? I didn't think that because the chatter I was hearing from people that I would listen to was that he favoured Liverpool. But the digits, if it's out of reach for Liverpool or they're not willing to, you know, pay whatever his club are asking for, and they end their interest either to his agent, to, you know, to him, to his club or whatever, and then he's suddenly interested in PSG. Come on, guys. It's just leverage. It's leverage. It's a game, you know. Don't we all do it at some point in our life? You know, when you want to buy something off Facebook Marketplace. Not that I do those kind of peasantry things, right? But if you're buying an house, or you don't tell people the fucking truth, do you? If I was flogging my house, I would never in a million years say to the agent that's supposed to represent me, I'd take 10 grand less for it, like. Even if I would, I'd go, nah, I won't budge on it. Not on a fucking pay. I'll stay here for the next 10 years if I have to. I'm in no rush to sell. Even if I was desperate. You don't tell anybody the truth, do you? All right? You know what I mean? So, listen, I work for a football club here, down the divisions in Spanish football, right? It's a very professionally run football club. They're going through a period of renewing contracts, signing players, letting players go, all right? As you do as an end-of-season review. We've heard that before, right? Now, you wouldn't believe how many people connected to our existing players have messaged me privately, right, with an opinion about something to do with, let's say someone, like, let's just say the parents of a footballer at our club, all right? I am not involved in the decision-making progress or any football-related matters at our club. Nothing, right? Why would I be? I ain't got a fucking clue, right? I'm media. Right? I'm good with media. I think I'm good at raising awareness and stuff like that, right? And strategy, and that's what the club asked me to help with. But what that happens on the footballing side, players that buy, sell, release, renew, fuck all to do with me. Yet, these people are still coming to me, right? Now, these are nice people, but they're still messaging me going, you know, my lad, whatever, this is his options at the minute. I mean, I know you're not involved at all, but this is his options because they obviously think I'm going to go, hey, do you know what he said? If he's got such and such, it really, yeah, well, we better offer him more then. It's all a fucking game, isn't it? Why are they telling me? One of our players, I've got to be very, very careful. Because I don't want to give away who it was that said something to me, but you know, they made financial suggestions to me about one of our players and another club interested in him and what this other club would pay this person, right? Now, if I was the man responsible, you know, the sporting director for those deals, and I was being told that, I could think, okay, I better give him what he wants then, really, yeah? But I'm not. But they're still coming to, why are they telling me? All right, I've had loads of it since the season ended. You know, oh, you're my friend, don't, you know, blah, blah, blah. Don't say anything. Oh, no, I wouldn't say anything. It's just all the bullshit. The difference is it's lower league, so it's still on a normal level. This is elite football. So what they're doing, the dads, the agents, the representatives of the players, play this shit out through the media, all right? So I can guarantee you this. This is what we do know, or what I'm prepared to say. I believe 100,000,000% that he's a target, he's wanted, and that Liverpool bid for him, knowing that he would sign for Liverpool if the bid at that present time, because now's the future, things might have changed, right? If the bid was accepted and all that, blah, 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 he was up for a move to Liverpool. There's no way Liverpool would bid for him if not, right? There's no game. They're not doing it because they're interested in another player. Oh, let's put a fake bid in. What if it gets accepted? No. Some people just need to stop the fantasy, right? So at that time, 1,000,000% Liverpool thought he was up for a move to Liverpool. I would think, now we're going into speculation now we're going away from, what I would be adamant to put my name to. I would think that what's happened is Liverpool have bid for him. That's been rejected, all right? Everyone had a fucking meltdown then. Liverpool are going to go back in, or you expect them to go back in, or they put it out there that they're going to go back in, right? But somewhere along the line, someone said it's going to cost this, and Liverpool have gone, nah, you're all right, right? That puts him in a situation where, think about it, PSG will have been thinking the same thing as me. PSG will have been thinking, Liverpool haven't bid for him unless they know he's willing to go there. So now, if that did happen, because I don't know, I'm just speculating, if that did happen, he'd be thinking, this is what I would do if I was him. Go, I always fancied PSG, but I ain't got a clue what's going on. No idea at all what's going on. I get the message on my screen. Oh, it's my boy Smooth. Do you get me drift? So PSG will have thought the same thing. Look what happened when Real Madrid bid for Trent Alexander-Arnold when he was at Liverpool, all right? Around that New Year time, that end of mid-season point. Anyone with an ounce of intelligence, all right, was like, Trent must have told them to bid for him. Because otherwise, why would they have done it? It's the same fucking thing, all right? So we bid because there was interest. We bid because we knew we could get him, or we were very, very confident that the player wanted to come to us. Not his agreed terms with us and PSG. You wouldn't put a bid in. You'd only put the bid in if you knew there was a very, very, very high chance of that. And how would you know that? Because it's come from him. Something has changed. Now, it's not rocket science, is it, in football, to know that things usually change revolving around money. His personal terms with Liverpool won't have changed, so it has to be the fee, right? And Liverpool could be behind this, for all we know. It's Ornstein. It's all just like, let's fuck with PSG, fuck with the footballing world. If Liverpool have got any sense about them, they'll already be looking at other options anyway, in case that didn't happen, and then play the fuckers off each other. The message behind the video is the deal obviously wasn't done with Liverpool. But you'd have been stupid enough if you'd have believed that in the first place, because I told you, just to be careful, all right? So it ain't done with Liverpool, but it ain't fucking done with PSG either at the present time. Therefore, the whole situation is open. It goes the way it goes. It's that simple, all right? So, tranquilo, chill, relax, and listen to me more often. But I just haven't been here because the World Cup's been on and it's been fucking boring. Although it's getting a bit more interesting, but I'm not interested in these games in the middle of the night. What do you think? What do you think? What do you think has happened? Do you really think Liverpool would bid for a player that they had no idea whether he would come to us or not? Would they? Fuck. But so much changed for this to go out there, right? Now, until someone signs for someone, the door's open. Anything can happen. Absolutely anything. PSG could turn and go, get fucked. You fucking told them to bid for you. We're not stupid. All right? Anything can happen, guys. Just be chilled. Be chilled. Let it happen. Let them play their games. All right? Talk about it amongst ourselves collectively. And we're usually not far wrong. And at the end of the day, there's two options. He either goes to PSG or he goes... Well, there's more than two options. Let me rephrase it, because I didn't mean that. He either signs for us or he doesn't. That's it. If he does, hey, nice one, all right. If he doesn't, so well, I couldn't give a flying fuck. All right? You've got to be more chilled. You've got to be more chilled during a transfer window. Because if you did not learn anything last summer with the Isak situation and the amount of contradictory reports that were coming out of Newcastle, you'll never understand transfers again. That'll be the one that I will use as my example moving forward forever, because it was mental. And I felt like every day, a dozen times a day, I was churning out videos going, just chill, all right? It's a fucking game. That's it. That's all I wanted to say. right? Might go to bed for an hour. Just had a bacon sandwich. I had 2, really. Don't tell Laura, though. She'll be like, you're not supposed to be having bread. Well, don't buy it, then. What's the point of having bread in the house if I'm not allowed it? All right, I'm off. Live stream at 6. All right, guys, let me know what you think. All right, let me know what you think. I am not telling you all of this because I want you to have your hopes up he's coming to Liverpool. Maybe he does want to go to PSG. That could be a zillion% accurate. All right. What I'm saying is something's obviously changed if that's the case. All right. Because Liverpool want to bid for him in the first place. All right. Live stream at 6. If you enjoyed this video, please thumbs up the video. All right. Please drop me a comment. I really, really value your comments. There's a love heart around the video called a super thanks. That helps my channel immensely. It's the last day of the month. So anything that you support through YouTube today will help in July, because it's been a very bad month in June in terms of revenue. I addressed this in the morning briefing today because of the World Cup, obviously. So the super thanks will be very super when I'm very thankful. And of course, we have the channel membership, same thing. It will go on June's. And in the video description, there's 3 links, alternative links of supporting me. And obviously the Revolut one is my Fuck It Fund, the beer fund, which has got €9 in it. But we're only on Tuesday, so maybe we'll be all right by the weekend. All right, guys. And if you want to, you can join me on the Cop Talk VIP members website. I don't mention it very often, but a man's got to grift, especially during a shit month. So if you go to coptalk.com, and there'll be a link somewhere that says how to join, or in the video description of this video. There's some very important people on here. This has been online for decades. It's advertisement free, and this is full of a wealth of information. That's where you will find me after this video. If not, I'll see you at 6 tonight. All right.